France enters this match with the weight of a favorite, but this is not a clean kind of weight. The shirt carries its usual shine, and underneath it there is an older discomfort that never fully left. Senegal is not just another opponent waiting across the pitch. The name brings back a memory France never fully escaped. The opening whistle may sound like a new match, yet history has a way of walking in before the players do. France will want control early, the kind of control that makes the night feel ordinary. Senegal will know exactly why ordinary matters so much. If the first minutes become uncomfortable, the stadium will start to feel different around France. A misplaced pass can sound louder than it should. A simple clearance from Senegal can feel like resistance growing roots. This is where the danger begins. The score may not move for a long time, and still the match can start revealing what it came to awaken. France will try to look untouched by the past. Senegal only needs the past to breathe once. France has the quality to turn this match into a lesson if the rhythm belongs to them. Their attacks can move with a cold kind of certainty when the ball reaches the right spaces and the opponent begins chasing shadows. Senegal cannot allow that comfort to settle. The first job is to make France work for every meter, to turn the pitch into something narrower than it looks on television. A pass that should feel easy must arrive with pressure on its back. A forward run has to meet a defender before the idea becomes dangerous. France may still keep the ball for long stretches, but possession alone will not calm the deeper part of this night. Senegal will try to make each French attack carry a question. Is this control, or just the favorite circling the same locked door? Once that doubt appears, the match changes texture. France can still look superior from a distance, while inside the game the edges start becoming rough. Senegal wants that roughness. It is where big names begin to lose their smoothness. Senegal enters with a danger that does not need permission from the ball. They can spend minutes without possession and still feel close to the moment they are hunting. That is what makes them uncomfortable for a favorite. Their strength is not built only on waiting deep, it comes from the way one recovered ball can suddenly force France to run backward. France could push higher as the pressure grows. More shirts drift forward, and for a few seconds the favorite may mistake territory for safety. Then one loose angle near midfield can open the field in a way that feels almost unfair. Senegal will not need 5 chances to change the feeling of the match. One clean break can be enough to remind France that control has a cost. The French back line cannot play as if reputation protects the space behind it. Senegal will keep watching those spaces. They can suffer for a long stretch without losing the smell of the mistake. The underdog here is not asking to be believed. It is waiting to be ignored. The first 20 minutes may carry more emotion than the score can show. France needs a start that feels settled, something strong enough to keep the old story from entering the room. An early goal would make the match easier to breathe in. It would push Senegal out of their most comfortable rhythm and let France play with more freedom between the lines. Without that goal, the night could begin to tighten. France might pass well and look composed for a while. The ball could spend long minutes near Senegal's half, but comfort is not guaranteed by territory. A blocked shot can become more than a block. If Senegal clears a cross without panic, the mood moves slightly. Then a defender steps out after surviving pressure, and suddenly the favorite notices resistance has a shape. The favorite starts expecting the reward to arrive. When it does not, impatience becomes visible in tiny ways. Senegal will try to collect those signs. Each survived attack becomes a little proof that the giant can be held. France cannot let the opener become a conversation with a memory it wanted to bury. The emotional burden belongs mostly to France because everyone expects them to shape the match. That expectation can feel like authority at first, then slowly turn into something heavier. Senegal can live inside difficult minutes and still believe the night is moving in the right direction. France does not have that same freedom. Every quiet spell without a goal gives the old comparison more room to stand up in people's minds. You can feel it in the way a favorite starts forcing the next pass instead of trusting it. The crowd senses the shift before the players admit it. Senegal understands this type of pressure better than it may appear. They do not need to dominate France to disturb them. They need proximity first. Stubbornness comes after that, almost like a habit, until the match begins to lose its predictable shape. France has to turn quality into command before doubt gets comfortable. Once doubt settles, even good possession begins to sound nervous. That is the cruel part of being the stronger side. You can be winning the ball and still losing the silence. Senegal's best route may appear after France loses the ball while thinking the attack is still alive. That half-second matters. A midfielder steps forward because the move looks safe. Farther wide, a fullback is already beyond the line he should protect. The pitch opens behind the favorite like a door nobody meant to leave unlocked. Senegal will want the first forward pass to arrive with courage, not panic. It does not have to be perfect. It only has to make France turn. Once French shirts begin sprinting toward their own goal, the match no longer feels like a controlled exercise. It becomes a warning. Even if the counterattack ends before the box, the message can stay in the grass. France will remember it during the next attack. A defender may hold his position instead of joining the pressure. The midfielder receiving the ball feels the run behind him before it even exists. That is how Senegal can change the personality of France without scoring. Fear enters quietly, disguised as caution. From that point on, every French step forward carries a shadow it did not have before. Group I gives this opener an extra kind of pressure. France will know that a clean start can settle the whole room, while a damaged start follows a team into the next morning. Senegal understands the value of that disturbance. A draw would not feel small if it forces France to carry questions into the rest of the group. A win would tear open something far larger than 3 points. That is why this match cannot be treated like a simple favorite against an outsider. The table may still be empty before kickoff, but the emotional standings already feel crowded. France wants to announce control before the group begins to twist. Senegal wants to make the path feel narrower than France expected. The longer the match stays alive, the more dangerous Senegal becomes to the mood of the tournament. Other teams will watch the favorites' body language. They will notice if France looks reachable. At a World Cup, one stubborn night can travel. It can sit inside future matches before those matches even begin. Frustration is Senegal's quiet weapon. France may have the ball for long stretches. Their attacks might keep tilting the pitch toward one end, but the score can still refuse to obey. That is when the favorite starts changing. Patience begins to feel like weakness, and suddenly the shot leaves the boot too soon. The forced pass is uglier than the mistake before it, squeezed into a space that was never really open. The rhythm does not collapse loudly, it frays in pieces. Senegal will read those pieces. A defender clearing the ball with no panic can lift the entire team. The crowd's reaction after a missed French chance will tell Senegal that the room is beginning to shift. France must be careful there. The match can still look under control while the emotional center is slipping away. Senegal only needs to survive long enough for belief to become visible. Once that happens, the favorite is no longer playing against a low block. It is playing against the clock and against a memory Senegal has made alive again. That is where danger becomes real. So France walks in with the larger name, but Senegal brings a history that refuses to stay quiet. That is what makes this match feel heavier than a normal group stage opener. France can win it if their sharpness arrives early enough and makes the old ghosts look foolish. But if they let the night sit too long without a clear answer, the past will begin moving around them again. Senegal does not need to copy what happened before. They only need to make France remember it. A careless touch might be all the opening needs. Later, a counterattack could arrive with enough courage to change the air completely. And there may be a stretch of silence where France begins hearing the crowd differently, even while the ball is still at its feet. The World Cup does not always punish weakness loudly. Sometimes it waits until a team feels safe. France must prove that memory is not still holding the shirt. Senegal only needs one moment to make the giant look behind itself. The scoreboard may begin at 0, but history is already breathing in the tunnel. And if France blinks, the ghost of 2002 will not return quietly.